Welcome to Lesson 1 on Glow and Flow Cast from Glow and Flow Studios. So on my first episode, and welcome to my podcast, my name is Christine. On my first episode, I talked about the spark. And the spark is that major life event that kind of sent you on a new spiritual journey. It was that defining moment or recognition or soul connection, something that is spiritually awakened you. I believe that we're always spiritually awakened, but this is like a defining moment that has changed your life and you can never go back. You can never be the same person. You now have the knowing and you can't return to it. So this first lesson is all about the lessons. So now that you went through that entire event, you're going to be stepping to a period of lessons, defining lessons. And it's a really kind of shattering time full of ups and downs. It feels like a roller coaster. But the purpose is to put you in a higher knowing, a higher being. And what are these lessons meant to teach you? Well, they're meant to let you know about your self-worth, your self-value, and your self-respect. It's lessons that will guide you to no longer deal with the people pleasing, to no longer engage in toxic behaviors or toxic people. It is to break generational cycles in your family, in your bloodline. It's meant to put you in a higher position to then help others. A lot of people that go through this kind of spiritual, you guys are all empaths. If you're with me, you're probably an empath. And it's a really kind of tough position to be in because empaths, I feel, learn the lessons the hardest. They have to learn them and experience them in this physical world to be able to teach to others, which then they can teach others. It's kind of it's generational. So that brings us to the first lesson, which are the lessons. Now, what might happen on this journey after the spark is that you get put into a cycle of a repeated pattern with either a single person or a certain thing. Usually, let's be honest, it's with someone that you have a deep soul connection with, or it's a pattern of people. But if you can recognize the pattern and learn to change the pattern in that situation, that's when you've learned the life lessons. The lesson is when you will no longer tolerate the things that you tolerated before, when you will never go back to being that person, doing that situation, dealing with that kind of stuff. That'll put you in a new path once you've completed those lessons. Nobody said this path, especially this spiritual path, is going to be an easy path. Nobody said this life is going to be easy, right? That's just how it is. But the growth and the just satisfactions you get when you look back at those times and those hard spots and knowing that you have grown so much and that who you were is not who you are now, is not that person that you were then. It's such a peaceful, good blessing and feeling that you will have. It's really hard to describe, but it's such a soul fulfilling thing that you can do for yourself. And, with all of the things going around us, when you focus on self-worth, self-value, self-love, self-respect, when you go back to self and take care of those things within yourself, that's when you can help other people around you, because you cannot help others when you don't help yourself. You cannot fill someone's cup from an empty cup. I'm sure you guys have heard that saying before. Now, every situation and every person's journey is going to be different, right? But there are similarities. And it's hard to really tell you how to conquer those life lessons in those cycles without knowing your individual situations or scenarios. But I am offering one-on-one coaching to work with people via Zoom or email to kind of help you work through those lessons. And I wouldn't be here today if I haven't gone through so many. When people talk to me, they're like, Christine, it's like you've lived like 12 different lives in one life. And I'm like, yes, I really have. And here's the thing, being in this spiritual community, I have met so many reputable, honorable, trustworthy people that if I can't personally help you, and if I am not your vibe, I know people that can help you. So I can put you in a new direction. So the first lesson in this lesson is learning the lesson. So I'm going to leave you all with this. I want you to sit back, and if you're in the beginning stages of this, I don't believe it ever really stops. I think we go in different cycles. So if you can realize where you're at on this journey, what repeated pattern you are seeing in this cycle, then I can give you tips to help you move forward from that cycle and break that so you can move on. It's basically a video game. I mean, have you ever played Mario or something? It's like, okay, you get to the end and you get the flag, and then you move up to the next level, and the next level can be kind of harder or more challenging. Or you might, feel like the next level is pretty easy going for a couple more levels, and then you get a hard one. It's kind of like that. I mean, so let's sit down, maybe do some meditation. Maybe the best thing I can do to kind of guide you into recognizing what the cycle or what the pattern is to break at your current moment is to sit in silence and see where your mind goes. If there's a mental pattern in your head about a person, about a situation, about a thing, that is the thing. And if you're mad at a person, it's because there's something within you that's triggering you from that person. So, think about that. Sit in silence, get down deep, and think about where you are that's keeping you stuck. And if you can't figure it out, like I said, I can help you out if you would like. You can email me, or you can Instagram me directly on Instagram, and I can contact you from there. But let's work together. Let's grow together. I'm hoping that this podcast reached the right people, and I look forward to all seeing you